Silver Days is in the house. Welcome, Silver Days. We got Ibrahim. Welcome, Amp. Let me know when you're back and we can take a look at it. The Truth Troll for 2 beans. We're starting off the stream with the super chat. That's really good, man. Thank you so much for the $2. It really does help. That's awesome. Let me know when you're back and I can take a look at USCR for you. Oh my god. Yo. Can my coin do this? Can Dogelon do this? Oh, I'd be so rich. Yeah, I'd actually have like a lot of money if it does do this. Come on, Dogelon. Bingo Bango, welcome. Thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Aloe says we are live and we are always bearish. Or no, I feel like if I say that, I feel like it's cringy because one day, like, if he ever like looks at my videos and he hears me saying that, he's gonna be all like, why is he saying what I say? But then again, it's not like he has patents on words. Like, I can always say words too, you know. What's up, Keith Wallace? Welcome. Navnix says hello. Welcome to the live stream, Navnix. Excuse me. Navnix says, Peanut, when you get the chance. Peanut, when you get the chance, my boy. Whoa. Whoa. Bro. What? What am I, like, what am I, your dog? Haven't watched in like 2 weeks? What do you mean you haven't watched in 2 weeks? Are you not going to his live streams? Oh yeah, something about like, yeah, I think I remember you saying something about that. Yeah, we could take a look at Peanuts. Taking a look at Peanut on the live stream, so it looks like we did top out, but I guess technically on the shorter time frame there is still hope for Peanut because you just had a sell-off. Obviously, you were extremely overbought, or not even extremely overbought, but you're getting a correction. So technically, as long as Peanut stays over 8 cents 80, which it actually is, you do have the next leg up, which is 15 cents. And then obviously 26 cents on the macro time frame. But it does really need to stay over 8 cents 80 on the shorter time frame. If it doesn't, most likely you are going to come back and retest 7 to 8 cents as support. That's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. It's good slang. Yeah. No, I know. My boy, my dog. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you know, I have 111 days to use 1,061 minutes for processing. So I hate when people do that. So damn, I need to stop doing that. Let me guess, he still thinks we're going to 100K and then dumping from there. He does think we are still going to... He says there's a 30% chance that we just dump from here. So, but he's still bullish. He thinks 70% chance we hit 100K. 30% chance we basically fall off the table. You're welcome, Navnix. And then USCR for the gentleman, for the Truth Troll. First of all, thank you so much for the 2 beans. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Now, taking a look at the Truth Troll. That's funny. Taking a look at USCR. I'll make a video, actually. Taking a look at USCR, United States Crypto Reserve, on the live stream. So, just keep in mind, you did come back and you did oops, you did come back and you did retest this area as support, crucial support, and now you're getting a bounce, which is perfect because like we always say, as long as it stays over the 236382, which was our area of support last time, then you are still looking at a continuation up. Now the continuation up are going to be, yeah, breaking the 618, which is, we always say had a 618 retracement, but staying over this area of support with this correction, it's breaking 5 cents 40 and then 10 cents 21 cents and then USCR to the moon. But first and foremost, we really do need to break 5 cents 40. That is the 618 retracement. So obviously traders are going to be taking profits here. And even the 236382, like we always state. So we did get rejected here, got a bounce from support, and we need to see a follow through that pushes us past and closes over 5 cents 40. So that's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, man, congratulations. This thing looks like it wants to run. I mean, if it on the hourly, it looks like a giant cup and handle forming, right? Yeah, I mean, dude, this thing looks, it did exactly, it's doing what it did last time, right? Where you came up here and then you created some sort of like a breakout pattern, right? I know you said you want to buy more, but actually, you know, you're exercising caution, which is good. But what you don't want to see is, I mean, technically, if you want to buy more, what you don't want to see is coming back over here, doing exactly that, right? And the next leg up would be like 10 cents or whatever. But well, technically, you're still getting rejected here. So you could even come up to 4 cents 70, 4 cents 90, and still make a lower high, and then validate some sort of downtrend that we're forming that we don't see yet. Okay, so exactly what happened last time, and then eventually we broke out of it, and then the rest is history. So, but yeah, congratulations. I know, again, we were talking about this coin back here, so I know you're up like a lot of money. So congratulations on this, man. I really hope it goes to the moon for you. But just be careful. You don't want to necessarily buy these stops. Now, I know this thing could go to $1 and you'd be probably really upset, but I mean, the coin, you'd be pretty mad at me for saying, hey, be careful, but I've seen it plenty of times. Like, you're up like 8x, right? So other people should be buying right now that don't have USCR. I'm just trying to make sure you don't like try to catch the pump and then get, you know, get wrecked holding it all the way down. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I read that. I'm almost there and I can wait. USCR and thanks. I can't buy more. I put that 5 grand into silver and up. Yeah, how much is silver right now? $77. Damn. That's a lot of money. Wow. Yo, that's awesome, man. Silver to the moon. $81. Wow. 99 cents. The true chill for another dollar. Thank you so much for the dollar, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the $3. And yeah, you said you got in at like $70, right? So you're up like $10. You're up $11. So if you bought 5 grand and you're up like, so you're at like $5,700 or $5,800 right now. So you're actually up like a good amount of money. So congratulations on that. Math update, please, and thank you. I'll do it. And I don't buy the tops. I got in early, remember? So I'm waiting. Yeah, I remember. I know you didn't buy the top. Your buy price was 207. I remember. I got in silver at $67. Oh, so you're up even more than $500-600. Okay. 67, $10. What is that? Like 20%. So like $1,000. That's a lot of money. Good for you, man. What are they saying? They think it's gonna go to like $111. What is it? Like $110? Imagine if it tops out at like $125, and then during the entire bear market it just goes like it stays over $100. That would be crazy, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Math. You want me to look at math? Yeah, so I mean, this coin's not really doing anything, right? Uh, I mean, it's bearish. You're under all the moving averages. You're just waiting. You might get liquidity wicks and spikes here and there, but this coin does not look good. On the macro time frame, it's bearish under 9 cents, and you still have resistance on the shorter time frame at 6 cents 40. So it has a lot of area to break. So I mean, if you're trading it, then you're buying a bottom here, and you're hoping to get, what is it, like 6.5 cents. So 81%, and then 9 cents, 154%. So it's not bad. I mean, even here, like when we did have this nasty sell off, you had the opportunity to sell at this area of resistance at 15 to 20 cents. And that itself was 50 to 110%. Now, same here. The next lower low, you got in at you got in at 8 cents, and you sold at the 236 at 14 cents. That's a big move, right? Yeah, it's like 70%. So this move is going to be from the current price 78%. So it just depends. Are you trading it? Are you holding it? This doesn't look good though. No, silver already at 135. It's going around 300. I'm holding, but I will take profit this year. Yeah, definitely take profit this year, man. Definitely take profit. Are we back? Look at this. We hit the yeah, we hit the 236 perfectly. Look at this. It's still bullish, guys. 100K, here we come. I put around 2460 on USR and 5 grand into silver, and I have other coins too. That's good. See, I only have 0.002 Bitcoin, and then I have 100 billion Dogelon. But this is the coin we don't look at because unfortunately it's not. Actually, I'll make a video because I might as well, like, Fortunately, it's bearish, but taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream. So, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about in terms of like price action, but obviously I'm not going to make videos when we're just bullish, right? And I kind of say that in a lot of my videos because I do like this coin. Yeah, I mean, it's very bearish. So basically it looks like it's going down, down, right? But it looks like hopefully we get some sort of reversal. Now, we do have resistance at 709 to 6013. That is a big bounce. That is a big move, but technically we're still bearish if we get stuck here. That's around 70 to 150% pump from the current price. Now, changing Dojo on Mars on on the weekly, couple pieces of hopium for you. Now, we are extremely overbought on the weekly. And typically, this does mark a bottom. I mean, the last time we were extremely oversold. Sorry, what did I say? Overbought? I meant oversold. We are extremely oversold on the RSI on the weekly. Last time this was the case, the last couple of times this was the case, it did mark a bottom before we had a monster move. So again, last time we were here, it did a 50x. I'm not saying that's what it's going to do, but we're just using these data points as reference points. Last time we were here, it went up. Technically, I mean, it went up 5x, but you can argue 3x, even a 3x from this area. So on the weekly, it's not looking bad. So like, if I wish, I mean, I didn't know, but if I were just getting into Dojo on Mars, obviously I wish I got in now because obviously the weekly RSI is extremely oversold, and I've learned a lot from back when I first started buying Dojo back here in March of 2022 or whenever Gemini listed it, where I bought 2 billion coins for $1,000. So I got wrecked, and no guarantees. I mean, this coin would go to zero, but I still believe in it. I think that it has a lot of upside potential. There's a lot of indicators that are stating otherwise. It has really good lock liquidity and all that stuff, but I don't want to get too much into it because, again, we do just focus on the TA aspect on the channel. So, and I look at like millions of different coins. So kind of a bias there because I do have this coin. So on the shorter time frame, resistance at 7 zeros 9 to 6 zeros 13, and then once we break this, then we can start looking for a trend reversal and actually start looking at the next targets on the macro time frame, where most likely traders are going to be taking profits. But if we could push through those prices, then you're going to get a full-blown reversal and, you know, Dogelon Mars to Mars. One last thing I wanted to show is Dogelon on the monthly. There's really nothing to see here, but I just wanted to show you anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. We're all just in the waiting room. Hopefully this goes up. I will keep you updated, and I will catch you in the next video. Check out Book of Meme. Book of Mimi. That's not, did you know it's not even pronounced meme? It's actually Mimi. But somebody like said meme, and that's how the name stuck. Yeah, you're still getting stuck at resistance, so that's pretty good though, because you're still holding support here. Yeah, technically you're still holding support here at 307. If it holds 307 to 77, which it is right now, then you are looking at a continuation up, and hopefully that continuation up breaks through this area of resistance. And if it does, we can start looking at a bigger time frame, but on the shorter time frame, excuse me, it's 2 zeros 16 being the next target. But just keep in mind that also does correspond perfectly with this downtrend. So again, that's where traders are going to be taking profits. And if you're a holder, you do need price action to break that level, because if you don't, it's just going to be stuck in this downtrend. You're going to be making lower highs and lower lows across the board. Whoa, excuse me, man. Freaking hiccups. MSCR is so bad, it barely pumped after MSCI. Dude, I say it in Vision's live stream every single time, dude. That stock is absolutely garbage. There's literally like they're printing shares, they're selling it and farming people, and then they're using the farm to buy Bitcoin. They're using people's money from stocks to buy Bitcoin. How is that like legal? Look at this. Wow, what a garbage. Like, this thing's gonna come back down. I'm sorry. This thing like is just gonna do something like this. Maybe go back up. It's probably never gonna make an all-time high. This is it. This is their exit strategy. So congratulations, but yeah, wow. Congratulations, but no cigar. Oh, come on, Dogelon. Come on, Dogelon. Man, USCR is ripping, man. Yo. You're gonna be the first millionaire from the live stream, man. You're gonna be the first millionaire on the live stream. I got $500 in Book of Meme. Yeah, if you write it back up to its all-time high, yeah, I mean you're looking at like 15 grand, right? Maybe you so like maybe you have a 618 retracement, which if like you're in here and we're at 206, I would probably tell you, hey, like that's a 618 retracement, so really consider taking some money out. I can't really tell you to sell, but you know, yeah, that's around a 7x, so I guess that's not even good enough for you, right? Like, what is that, $3,500? A 7x, 7 times 500, yeah, $3,500. Yeah, I guess if you're really like gambling it, then you're looking at like 15 grand and not 3,500. But just as long as you understand the as long as you understand the fact that it can do a 618 retracement and then break back down, then you should be fine. Jason Sinkar, thank you so much for the membership, and thank you so much for the $2. Let's go. This is the fourth, 1, 2, 3, third super chat of the night. See, that's why I love when Bitcoin pumps, because when Bitcoin pumps, people are all like super happy. they super chat, and everything's like great. So I really hope my Dogelon goes up, because I haven't got a recovery rally on Dogelon yet. But I hope all of you guys make money, so because that helps me out too. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Yeah, XCN is blowing up. It got listed on Robinhood. How crazy is that? Dude, XCN got listed on Robinhood. Yeah, so be careful with XCN, because I guess I'll make a video. Taking a look at Onyx Coin, XCN on the live stream. So, wow, it actually it actually attempted to blow 1 penny, blow through 1 penny, but I don't mean to be super bearish, but like we've been looking at this coin for like 2 years now. Yeah, like 2 years now. So, if you've been watching, then you know. If not, don't hate me for not being super bullish. But typically this is a retracement. So traders took profits, right? You bought here, you sold at our box, you have the potential of making, 200% pump. So your $1,000 is now $3,000, right? So what I don't like about this is that it wicked. It had one final push, and then it got rejected. Now price is actually closing in resistance. Okay, so 2 scenarios here. One, you break 208, and this thing's bearish. It's going to come right back down. Now, whether that happens now or whether that happens in the next 6 months of selling, I don't know. We'll have to keep doing our weekly videos and figure it out. But if you're a moon boy, and if you're holding it, and if you're like, hey, this thing's bullish, it just got listed on Robinhood, which is the truth, then you really do need to break 1 cent. Once 1 cent breaks, no resistance to 1 cent 80, and then from there you have a clean shot, 4 cents, and the next target would be up to 25 up to a quarter. So this thing could fly, and especially now that it's on Robinhood. But what I would absolutely hate is telling you, hey, this thing's going to 25 cents, and looking at the chart, we're getting stuck and price action is below 1 cent. So that doesn't tell me confirmation of a breakout yet. Confirmation of a breakout would be looking at this and seeing XCN at 1 cent 80. Now, if we do get some sort of sell-off, as long as we stay over 207, then you are still technically consolidating in resistance, and you are attempting to break this downtrend. Okay, so that's still also valid as well. So keep that in mind. But anything under 2074, then top is in. You're probably going to get a nasty sell-off. But that's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated. And thank you so much for all of your support. Bam! Another video in the books. Damn, why do we only have 12 viewers? Like usually we have like 20 to 40 when it's this bullish. What, is nobody like back from vacation yet? Or like what's going on? I got 2,000 coins of USCR, and LOL, I wanted 8,000 in it, but I didn't go back down. But it didn't go back down. Yeah, it's okay. Cause if it doesn't, you still have a good amount. Like, 102,000 coins at $1, like, what is that, right? At $1 is $1 billion market cap, and that's $102,000. Dude, I'll take that all day long. Are you kidding me? USCR going to $1, and you'd have $102,000, man. I know you wanted more, but like you're playing it smart. A lot of people don't. I hope it goes to $1 for you too. Because, bro, like, that's only a 1 billion market cap. Like, Dogelon Mars. Look, like, this coin. Bro, this coin was a... Here, let me show you. This coin was a 1.06 billion market cap, right? And it actually went down from 30 million. And what do you know? USCR is 30 million. I mean, that's like major hopium right there. But it's not impossible. You know what I mean? It's not like you just saw it right now with that coin. So... it's not impossible for this thing to teleport in the next 2 weeks to $1. But I would be happy if I were you, if I got $100,000. Okay. Now I don't know like what you're trying to do or when you're selling it and stuff like that, but it looks like you're doing fine, man. I know you wanted more. I wish I had more Dogelon, but it gets to a point where you're like, hey, you know what? I have enough. And I know you didn't want to have enough, but you played it smart, and that's smart. Because technically, and I don't mean to be super bearish, but technically you could still come up and make a lower high here and then form some sort of downtrend, right? Okay. So the selling might not be over. So you might actually have one more chance to buy like you did here. Okay. Matthew Dropco's in the house. Welcome. I watched a video today that explains what was happening to the cause the December 10th or whatever 10th last year was a big drop. MicroStrategy and everything else that held BTC were affected. I'll DM you later. There was another bank or something that said that they weren't going to carry BTC and Ethereum and others in a fund. That caused panic. Then the other day, probably after they bought BTC and Ethereum bottom, they said they changed their mind. Of course they did. It's super market manipulated. And they were going to carry those coins, so they manipulated the market to get a deal on those coins and others. Bro, how insane is that? It's not bullish anymore, bro. It's always bearish. Yeah, I think it's bearish too, but I'm not going to say it. I still like, bro, what do you want me to do? Hold my Dogelon to, like, what do you want me to do? You want me to sit over here and say it's bearish? It's funny because there's a gentleman on X that always posts like Dogelon Mars stuff, and I commented on his post and I was like, yeah, it's funny because a lot of people have this idea of, oh, we need altcoin season, or oh, like we need something to happen in order to, like, something outside of what they're holding to happen to influence like the price of their coin. But if you believe in a coin, if you believe in your coin, then it could be a bear market and your coin can still go up. So like there are plenty of coins that started going up with Bitcoin and that had massive rallies back when Bitcoin was actually going down. So when Bitcoin was going down, a lot of coins bottomed, and then they topped, they topped in 2023. Like, when did Bonk top, right? When did Bonk top? Yeah, Bonk topped in 2024, but you had a monster run like in 2020, in December of 2023. Like, where was Bitcoin in December of 2023, right? Yeah, in December of 2023, Bitcoin was at like $30,000. So it's just funny that like Bonk topped in December of 2023, basically. I mean, yeah, if you can argue that, like, yeah, sure, it went up another 80% from this top, but I would have been happy catching this move, you know? But anyway, 4 cents, USCR, 4 cents. We might actually have a millionaire in the chat. Or I guess 100,000 there. That's fine though. Yeah, so I'm just saying that because it's not impossible that, like, sure, we go sideways or we go down and then but like, if you want me to say it's a bear market, I do think it is a bear market, but I still have hope for this coin. Like, I still believe in this coin and I think it's going to go up. And I'm hoping. I might be delusional, but I'm hoping. Bitcoin is almost same price all month, not moving that much. Yeah, it's just creating some sort of bear flag right now. Can you look at Turbo? Turbo to the moon. Yeah, Turbo is getting stuck at resistance 24 to 34. Does need to break this area. When it does, to the moon, you're invalidating this downtrend. 205 would be in play. Technically, 6 cents is still in play, but once you double bottom and break down here, then I'd probably say you're cooked. But so far, so good. Yeah, and you're actually maintaining price action over 2018, which is crucial because it's a 382 from the low to the high. So Turbo needs to get some sort of major relief rally right now. And when it does, depending on how high it goes, we can either look for a correction back down in a lower low, or we can look for a continuation and we can start targeting, checking the targets for all-time highs and the next targets on the upside. The True Chill for 99 cents. What is that? That's like, you sent me $2, you sent me $1, and then you sent me $1. So You've sent me $4. So the truth troll for 4 beans. Yo, thank you for the 4 beans. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Damn, imagine you make like $1 million, yo. I wonder what the super chats will be then. I'm just joking. But crab, that's awesome, dude. That's crazy. Imagine what is that? USCR to $10, bro. Imagine if USCR goes to $10. I don't know if I don't know if you're holding it to $10 though. That's a lot. Like the smart play would be to sell on the way up. So high on speed says, can you check out Gala? We don't check Gala coin because Gearthin doesn't come to the chat anymore. Do you guys remember Gearthin? Allo, do you remember Gearthin? Can you look at PopCat? Yeah, I can take a look at PopCat. Yeah, I think the highest super chat I've ever gotten was somebody sent me $50. Yeah, someone sent me $50 like when everything went up like 10x. I was like, whoa, that is the most super chat ever. I think the most super chats I've gotten in one day was like when we got Euphoria on altcoins, and in one day my super chat revenue without the fees, like just the because I was gonna say eBay, YouTube takes 30%, so not including that. The best day I've ever had was like $96, so 70% of that like after, but. I remember because we started going up and everything was pumping and like everyone was like super excited. And that's like the most amount that I've ever gotten in one day, like in one live stream. It was amazing. Man, those days are long gone. It's been more than 12 months. Yeah. November of 2024. And then last year was struggle. Struggle for views. Yeah, let's check out Gala. It's not doing anything. I'm not even going to look at it. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. Yeah, Gala's like super bearish, man. Bearish under 1 cent 80, bullish over 3 cents 70. On the shorter time frame, I guess you could say that you've already gotten stuck at resistance here. So it needs to break this. 1 cent 20 is next, and then to the moon, or not even to the moon. Next target on the macro time frame, which at that point would be 1 cent 1 cent 40, 1 cent 1 cent 60, and then the macro 236. So technically you're still having a small little retracement and you're getting stuck here. So if you're trading it, then you got 34% pump, so congratulations. But if you're holding it, you need to absolutely break this area for any sort of attempt to become bullish. But you're not even bullish until you break a 1 cent 80. So you got a lot of resistance to break. So I wish you the best. I really hope. Yeah, I mean, I really hope this thing breaks out. But like, it's really hard to give you hopium on this because you want to see like a giant move. You don't want to just see a small little retracement. But you still have a chance. It's not like you're printing red right now, so it's not like you pumped and then you immediately like sold back down. So you might have some steam left, and hopefully that steam pushes us over 1 cent and then gets us back over to 1 cent 80. That's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. No, USCR will hit around $5 to $7. Watch. Bro, I hope so. Dude, you'd be a millionaire. You'd be very close to $1 million. But you got to give you got to pay your taxes. Why? What did I say? Why can't I? Uncle who? Uncle Sam? In taxes? Yeah. I want you for your taxes. Yeah, Uncle Sam. You got to give Uncle Sam his taxes. High on speed for 2 beans. Let's go. 5th super chat of the night. That's awesome, man. Chat revenues at $8. Let's go. Actually, it's $7.98 because 99 cents. But let's go. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. I wish I like. Oh yeah, you gave me $2. Hey, Gala to $1. High on speed. Gala to 20 billion market cap for you. No, I'm just joking, but seriously, you really need to break this area of resistance. If you're trading it, then you're already up 33%. So I don't know what your, whatever your prerogative is, whatever your agenda is. I don't know if you're trading it or if you're holding it. But if you're holding it, then obviously you need to break this area and then 1 cent 11 and then 1 cent 18. 1 cent 80. Once that breaks, then I'll be excited for you because then I'll be like, hey, we're attempting to get some sort of reversal. There's like some reversal in play. But until that happens, it's just small retracements and then lower lows. Small retracements, lower lows. Navnix for nothing, says Popcat. I'm just joking, but I was going to say Navnix for 2, but I was looking at high on speed. Popcats. Let's take a look at Popcats. Yeah, I guess it made a lower low, so we kind of have to. Yeah, so I don't really need to change anything. It's not doing too good. I mean, you did get some sort of dead cat bounce. I guarantee you that if I draw my fib from here, from this high to the low, then you got stuck at the 236382 because what we're looking at right now is the macro 236382. So let's see if I'm right. So you take your fib from this high to this high, and wow. What? Oh, I was wrong. You didn't quite hit it. Yeah, you didn't quite hit it. So you have resistance here at 12 to 16 cents. So you have a little bit of room left, and you're not extremely overbought on the RSI. So hopefully you do get this. Hopefully you do get this push, 15 to another 50% incoming from the current price. This is where traders are going to be taking profits, but just keep in mind that, I mean, you're still hitting this downtrend regardless. So if you're holding it, you really, really, really need to break this area. If you're trading it, then this is where traders are going to be taking profits. So not financial advice, just my opinion. It is on Robinhood. It's also a 20x back up to its all-time high, 2 billion market cap. And I think the good thing is that it's not one of those coins that have like some sort of it's a meme coin. So it's fully diluted. There's no token unlocks. So no surprises there. So like the market cap is going to be equal. It's going to show like equal across. You see that? So no token unlocks or anything like that. Yo, Navnix, you didn't need to super chat, but I mean, I do appreciate the super chat, but that's awesome. I wasn't saying that because like I wanted you to super chat, but thank you so much. We got the 6th super chat of the night. So let's go. Chat revenue is looking nice. Heck yeah. Thank you so much for the 2 beans, man. I really appreciate that. Oh, you gave me $2? All right. Popcat to $5 for you. Imagine if I had the power to do that. Oh, you super chatted. No, I would just make my Dogelon go up. What am I talking about? I would just be like, oh, Dogelon to, 501. 501. Ooh, I love this. What is this? Yeah, Dogelon to 501. All good. Thanks for looking at my crap coin. That's funny. It's not a crap coin. I don't think it's a crap coin. I think it's fine. I think it'll do fine. It's only 100 million market cap too. And just remember, it's on Robinhood. So I do think at some point they are going to pump it. I don't know how low it's going to go. And when did they list it? Actually, good question. Because I have Robinhood, so I could actually look at it. Yeah, they listed it November of 2023? No, they must have listed it, yeah, they listed it in 2024. Huh. Hey, brother, can you look at DBR? Debt relief bot. No way the debt relief bot guy is back. Yo, were you here like 6 months ago? You were here like a year ago asking for, oh my gosh. Hey, I hope the coin didn't go to zero, but that was a very, very, very high risk, high reward coin. So let's see. Debt relief bot. No, this is not the right coin. Oh, what? Wow, we haven't looked at this in so long, and it actually hit our target. Yo, it actually hit our target. That's insane, man. You're up 4x. Congratulations, man. Wow. Okay, so my guess is 618 retracement, 786 all-time high, and then sorry, 618 retracement, 786 previous high, double top breakout to 2025. Let's see if I'm correct. Yep, I'm right. It hit the 618 perfectly. Yeah. So let's actually make a video on this. Taking a look at this is a blast from the past, but some guy came back into the live stream and asked for an update on debt relief bot DRB. So we haven't looked at this in a while, but what's amazing is that our chart doesn't actually have to change. So from the high to the low, from the east to the west, you can see that we did have a 618 retracement, and we are getting stuck here. This is very key because for any sort of continuation, you absolutely need to break this. And then when that breaks, I could say to the moon, previous high double top breakout should send us to 2025, which keep in mind as of today is going to be another 17x, still keeping the market cap relatively low. So a lot of upside potential. But if we did actually have a 618 retracement and we're getting stuck here, then just keep in mind that we absolutely need to stay over to 301 to 408 for any sort of continuation and attempt to break this area. If we don't, we will come back down, whether it's fast or whether it's like a couple months out, exactly what happened last time. But we absolutely need to stay over this area of support for any sort of continuation up. And then you guys obviously have the targets on the upside. I hope this thing continues. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. I have 1,500 subs and 156,000 likes on TikTok. I never went live yet, not ready, but soon I can get paid off. Wait, but soon I can get paid off this too. As of now, it started 2 months ago for monetization. Let's go. I have a few videos with 300K. One video that has 1.2 million and still going. Yo, what's your TikTok? I gotta look you up. Is it just the True Trill? I gotta look at your TikTok. Yeah, what's your TikTok? Oh shit, okay. Yo, is this oh yo, where's your you gotta pin your big videos. Because I don't see I don't see your big videos. Here, let me yeah, let me do like popular. Yeah, 1.3 mil, you gotta pin that. 375K, 18K. Yo, that's not bad. Because you have a couple pins. Is that your profile picture? Well, I need a I need to look at your. I need to look at your account. That's pretty cool though, man. Damn. Let's see. Okay. I see the glasses. I see I see your sunner shades. Actually, they're blue. Excuse me. Oh, launch date back in 2020, I believe, for Dogelon. Yeah. It was back here, 2021. Early 2021. Let me see. Imagine I look at it and it's up like it has just a giant green candle spawning. Yeah, it was May of 2021. That's when Doge on Mars pumped. Or sorry, that's when Doge on Mars released. No, but I wish it was me. Yeah, some other person was coming in here asking for it. So I think there's a reason why he doesn't come here anymore because obviously I mean he probably made a lot of money, right? Does ASM have any life left or is it done? ASM, dude, I remember when they first listed that coin on Coinbase. I mean, it's a gamble. You're buying a low, right? It could still come back up, make a lower high, and get stuck and validate this giant downtrend that we're in. Yeah, I mean, even here, like even this one, you're still coinciding perfectly with this downtrend. So doesn't mean you can't make money, but if you're trying to hold it, then you really need to break this area at 4 cents, and then you could argue for some sort of trend reversal. But at this point, it's just kind of like a high risk, high reward play. Because what's going on with ASM? I mean, I could say the same thing about Dogelon. So like, I'm not trying to discourage you from, and I still have Dogelon. So like, I'm not trying to discourage you, but it doesn't. You know, it's not. At least it's not like, it's not like this coin. Yeah, it's not like this coin where it's like it doesn't even have a base. You just like non-stop selling and non-stop making lower lows. So at least you're still just consolidating sideways. And I mean, when's the last time you made all-time high? Yeah, all-time low was like, yeah, you still didn't even come down to 207. So the all-time low was recorded 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago as of right now. So yeah, I mean, you might get a nice move up with ASM. Not sure, but look into it more deeply. It was launched by Elon Gronk AI. Thank you for looking into it. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. How's BTC? How long have we been live for? Damn, time flies. Ugh. The Truth Trill, let's go. I gotta follow you on my personal account, but the problem is I don't have a personal account. So I'm gonna save you. Yeah, my highest, like if you sort by my, like the most popular, damn, this one has 49 likes. That's pretty good. Um, my highest video is like, yeah, like 110,000 views, which is like nothing. No, 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 no. It's not nothing. It's a good start. Yeah. USCR, let's see. Not yet. You need a breakout. Gotta get connected. Yo, you need you need USCR to hit your $5, man, and then you're not gonna want to connect with anybody. You're gonna take your $500,000 and just bounce. What? You're just gonna take your money, roll around in the, go to Vegas. Like, I'm gonna see you driving. I'm gonna see you driving a Lambo down the strip, man. Like, hey, that's the guy who bought USCR when it's like at like $20 or something. Hold on, give me 1 second. What's going on? What's up, buddy? Ugh. My little cheese noodle. Ugh. Let's see. We need more platforms. Well, yeah, you could get on X. You can get on Instagram. You can get on. You can get on a lot of stuff. Flip Coins is in the house, man. Welcome to the live stream, man. How's my Dogelon doing? You asked. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Do you have Dogelon? I don't think you have any Dogelon, but I still have my Dogelon. But it's still not doing good. So it's, what is it, like $5,200? Let me see. Oh, I don't even want to look. Yeah. Oh, 5,310. Not bad. Or 5,300. Not bad. Oh, need more. Yeah, exactly. And you know what's another coin that needs that? This coin, Aventus. This is one of the coins that, wow, it's actually having a nice move. I wonder where that one guy is. The guy who always comes in here and like super chats $2 and says, can you look at Aventus? Yeah, so this also needs, look, it's just on Coinbase, but imagine if it gets listed on more exchanges, and given that it's such a small market cap, yo, this thing will absolutely blow up. But yeah, I get what you're saying, USCR. Yeah, because it's not really on any exchanges, but the second it starts getting listed on these exchanges, then that's when you're gonna really see like how, like, it has almost $1 million in volume, and it's not even on any exchanges. Look at my coin. My coin has, I guess, 5 million, but also it's on a lot of exchanges, so I can only imagine how much USCR is going to have when it actually does get listed. Flipcoin, Fernando, welcome to the live stream. Flipcoins, let me know what you want me to look at for you. I think you want me to look at SNEC. Let's see. I'm going to try to read your mind. So yeah, you actually got a retracement to the box. Taking a look at SNEC on the live stream. So it looks like we did attempt to break this area of resistance. We did actually tag it and got rejected. Now that's not the end all be all. We are getting some sort of correction. So as of right now, if you're holding it, you absolutely need to break this area of resistance. The next level should be 2027. And ultimately, as a holder, the goal is to break this downtrend that we're forming. Keep in mind, every single time SNEC has had some sort of downtrend like this, you have broken out of it. First one here, second one here, and then now we're in this like bigger one, right? So now in terms of the targets go, you really need to break 2012 to 2017. 27's next, which does coincide with this downtrend. Once you break that, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside, previous high, double top, and then bull run target if we get some sort of altcoin, alt season. 2 cents more conservative target as of this point, and then 4 cents 30 in terms of the bigger time frame. But that's pretty much it for SNEC. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your supports. And then Tau. Tau is so bullish. I can't look at it here though. Bittens or there we go. Yeah. Yo, this thing, I think Yeah, I mean, on the shorter time frame, you hit resistance at 302. As long as we consolidate and close over this level, next target should be 385, and then we can start looking at the macro targets, 561, 70, 88, and then $2,000. So that's it for Bittenzer. And then I don't know what other coins you have. Like Midnight, you said something about Night. Yeah, this isn't really doing anything. I would say, you know, it's still bullish. Just the typical stuff that I always say, which you know now. Yeah, you're in support. So it really needs to stay over 6 cents 40, and then you could look for a continuation up. We could start looking at the targets on the upside. You'll probably get some sort of bigger breakout, and then we could look at the higher highs. But if 6 cents 40 breaks, then you're probably looking at a bigger move back down. So just be careful with that. 91.3 or weekly candle. Daily candle. Flex daily candle for 91.3. Hey, that's like a radio station. Yeah, you can catch Bitcoin on 91.3. So I'll do Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, damn, we're like sitting at it right now. 91,388 daily close. Of course, we like closed over it and then we immediately sold off, and now we're like retesting it. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Super bearish, man. Zebic looks like it's going on a uptrend. Yeah, but did it break key resistance or no? Yeah, it didn't. Taking a look at Zebic on the live stream. So actually it's funny because someone commented like, oh, like you see it's going up. Like you don't know what you're talking about. Someone commented on that video. But I guess those kind of people don't really watch the videos in the entirety, because we always look at the targets on the upside and also on the downside. We monitor the RSI, the moving averages, and everything. So for Zebic, what we said was you have resistance at 28 to 30. It actually came into resistance like it has the last couple of times. It got stuck, and that's bearish. That's not bullish. We got stuck, and now price action is below the 236, which is 28. So what that tells me is that most likely if it doesn't close over this area, we are going to come back down and retest this low. And maybe if we don't establish some sort of base here, make a lower low, and then our macro target, which I think if we don't get back over the macro 382 support, which does coincide with this area of resistance, then we are ultimately headed back down to 2011 to 17. I don't know how long that's going to take, whether it happens tomorrow or whether it happens in 6 months. I don't know, but this is the next macro area of support. Now, all that is invalidated if we break this box and we start getting a push back up, volume comes in, and we break this downtrend. 2045 double top breakout should send us to the moon, and we get to take a look at the next major areas of resistance at that point. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. I need more Pandora. It's down. Pandora. Oh yeah, that was your other coin. That like a very expensive coin, right? It was a very expensive coin, right? Yeah, it was yeah, this one. Also, like very small, dude. Like, I just see that and I'm like, bro, I could just buy all 10,000 of these coins. No, I can't. How much money is that? Oh, that's like $200,000, right? Oh no, that's 2 million. Duh. Wow, brain fart. Yeah. So basically, this is what you wanted USCR to do, which is go down so you could buy more. Yeah, I don't know where the bottom is here because you're already basically sitting at where it released. I don't know if this thing's gonna break down. So right now on the macro time frame for Pandora, you're looking at bearish under 635, which that itself is a big move. It's around 200%. And then bullish over $1,300, which is actually really another big move. It's like 600% away. Now, if you were to ask me where support is, I would say you actually, so this was support. So technically you already came down and you tagged 250 and then you got a bounce, but now you're breaking down. So I'd say the next major area of support for Pandora is going to be around $100. I don't know if it's actually going to go down that low. Like it's just a shot in the dark, but that is technically the next area of support. So if you're trying to buy or dollar cost average down, again, very conservatively speaking, $100 is like if I absolutely had to buy this coin, I would probably buy it at $100. Not financial advice, obviously, just my opinion. GST done well recently, yeah, but is it over its macro 236? No. Yeah, I mean you're down and then you're up 26%. I wouldn't really call that good unless you bought the absolute bottom. You have long ways to go before you start any sort of uptrend, before you have any sort of trend reversal. So this is a gamble. Again, this is like spell token. It's just another gamble. 212 is the bottom, Pandora, but it's been holding this spot. Hey, buddy, no scratching the couch. Buddy. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hey, come on. Come on, buddy. 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 Come on. Hey. That's just a jacket. Come on. Look at this guy. He just constantly wants treats. That's all he wants. Do you want treats? Look at this. Oh, I guess I'm exposed with the running shorts with the button-down shirt. Oh well. I gotta give my cat some treats. Look at this. All right, buddy, come on. Here. Come on. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Oh yeah, GST, no. Hey, he's like, come to me, my dude. I know, right? Hey, buddy. All he wants is treats. That's all he wants. He just wants treats, food, and he just wants to be like, he just wants his head scratched. That's it. This one, this white one, you just really gotta leave her alone. And she'll basically just give you love and affection when she wants to. Okay, so if we can break lower, okay, okay, so we can break lower if Zebek does not break. Thank you. Exactly. No, I mean, no, I'm not saying we can. I'm saying we will. I'm saying Zebek will absolutely drop down. At some point, I'm saying if we don't break this area, then 2011 to 17 would be the next area. Like, if, so like, for example, with my Elon, let me just give you an example so that maybe, like, you'll understand better. So, with Elon, let's just say it starts having a monster run like Zebek, right? Let's just say it starts going up, and it has a 618 retracement, and that's obviously where I'm selling. I'm selling some of my back here. So let's just say it hits that. So if I were to buy my Dogelon back, or if I were to buy more, and let's just say it topped here, what I would do is I would take my fit from here to here. I would buy a little bit in this area of support in hopes that it bottoms here, because typically that's the next correction before the next move up. So then I'd be getting in for cheaper, and then I'd capitalize on buying the dip. But if this area breaks, I'm not buying any more Dogelon until it breaks down to this area of support, which would be, at this point, 87 to 13 or whatever. So That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that those two areas are like, if that breaks, then you're probably going to go back down to that area of support. So, and which is important to know the areas of support, especially if you're dollar cost averaging down, or if you're selling on the way up, and if you're capitalizing on. The only time that won't work is if you bought the top. Is if you bought like, is if you bought when the price went up, right? But like, whoever's buying Dogelon now is going to do that. So, Arrow dropped today. Let's see, Arrow. Yeah, so you actually came back down to this. Man, flip coins. If you were trading, man, you'd be like a billionaire, right? Because these targets all get hit, man, and it's like, we just need a continuation, and it's so unfortunate because I know that the second like you sell, because the second that I sell, the coin just decides to basically break out, which is like so dumb. But yeah, I mean, you came back up here, you broke down, but technically you're still over 55 cents. So you're actually respecting this area. So I would say over 55 cents, then you should get a breakout. But I don't know how low can it go, right? Like, I mean, on a shorter time frame, you already came and actually tagged 52 cents as support, and you got a bounce. So you actually already got a bounce from the 382. This is the best case scenario for Arrow. You consolidate in this purple box, and then you wait for the next breakout to 94 cents. 94 cents is going to be that next area where we're going to be talking about it. Like, hey, if you were trading it, you'd be killing it because it had a 618 retracement. 94 cents breaks, this thing's going to the moon. But it needs to break. So, Osaka protocol meme. Osama? Wait. Osaka. I said it right. Osaka. Dude, I missed. I said Osaka, and then I thought I said Osama. Like, what? Osama protocol meme. Let's see. What the heck is this? Yeah, what the heck is this, man? Yeah, you're still technically in support. Anything below 23 and you're cooked, you're going to go back down. And then technically, yeah, technically you have resistance here at 57 to 85. Once that breaks 16, I mean, that's too many zeros. I don't even, 7 zeros, I guess. 7 zeros, 57 to 7 zeros, 85. So, I mean, it's kind of a gamble. It's like a 7x back up to its all-time high, 21 million. It looks like it's already been that high of a market cap, and it's fully diluted, or it's almost fully diluted. So, just a gamble play. I don't know what what this is, but good luck. We've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes, so I think we're gonna call it soon. Does anybody have any other coins they would like me to look at for them? Flip coins. If there's any other coins, let me know. I'll take a look at them for you really quick before I leave. Dogelon's not going up, so don't even ask me to look at Dogelon. And yeah, I'm like constantly looking at my freaking Dogelon. Look at this. 53. 53. Wow. Dude, Samo went up a lot. Thanks. Thanks, I'm good, bro. You're welcome. Lawrence, we already did XCN. We actually did XCN. So I'm gonna post a video on that. We did Zebic. I'll post a video on that too. I'll take a look at XRP, and then so BTC has to be over 90. No, it has to be over 91.3. That's what I think. I think if we break, I think we're probably going to get a bigger capitulation if we don't manage to get back over 91.3, which we're actually like really struggling to stay above right now. So you might come down and retest the moving averages at 89.2 to 89. Like, yeah, it would be 89.2 for the 20 and 50-day simple moving averages. Maybe you come back down and retest that area of support, but you could still see that, I mean, a capitulation is imminent, especially if we're in a bear market already. We just don't know it yet. So USCR trying to break. What is it? Is it over 4 cents? Or no? Is it still under 4 cents? Oh, yeah, it is over 4 cents. Yeah, how am I supposed to leave if this thing's attempting to break out, man? I can't just leave you hanging. I gotta be here when you make it. Yeah, man. Dude, if it comes back up here, yo, this thing's gonna fly. Yeah, if it breaks this, man, this thing's gonna fly. Yeah, if it comes back up here, you're probably gonna get another move like this. Because that's what it did last time. Came up here, double topped, and then you had to break out. You broke out. So Samo, I'm shocked. Yeah, flip coins. Do you still have your Samo? Like, did you? I remember you did have Samo, didn't you? Yeah, dude, look at this. Taking a look at Samo on the live stream. So, wow, Samo is having a nice breakout right now. I mean, there's a million different ways we can look at this. Like on the macro time frame, it still hasn't even hit its macro 236 at 2021. So it's still bearish on the macro time frame under 21. But I guess on the shorter time frame, you could say you have resistance at 13 to 23, which that 23 does coincide with the macro 236. So I don't know if it topped. Obviously, it looks like it did top because the selling is coming in. We are extremely overbought, and every single time we do hit overbought, we do get some sort of correction. Now, if you do get a continuation, and if Samo does break this area of resistance, then the next target on the shorter time frame is breaking through the macro 236 and getting to the shorter time frame 618 at 206, which as of today is going to be another 600% pump. But just keep in mind, I mean, this thing had a huge move. It did a 140% move in one day. So that's a really big move. Obviously, we're probably going to get some sort of correction, but it doesn't have to happen. So I hope it just keeps going to the moon forever for you guys. But just keep in mind, be mindful of the fact that it did just do 140%, and we might be getting some sort of correction. And it's still bearish on the shorter and on the macro time frame. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. It was higher highs, so I might not. So it has higher highs. I see no might downtrend USCR. Flipcoin says yeah, because you did have Samo. Yeah, of course. You sell it. Oh, you know what happened? Yeah, Flipcoin sold it down here, and that's why it's going to the moon. It always works like that. That's why I'm not selling my Elon, because like I feel like that's what's going to happen, right? You sell your Elon, and then Elon's going to do something dumb like this. You know what I mean? So like I'm just going to hold it to zero. Like it's only. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it was a lot of money when it was back here at like $12,000. Now it's like 5,200. So what am I going to do with that? Might as well hold it. Might as well hold it and have the same thing happen that happened with Samo, and then I'll have my 12K. You know, I'll have 12K. I'll be happy with that. No, I ain't gonna be happy with that. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna hold it, and that thing's gonna be like 100 grand. I have it. I didn't sell anything. Yeah, I figured. Good for you, man. You got long ways to go for Samo though. So like, Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna even. I mean, it's such a small market cap, dude. You're looking at 3.5 million market cap. It's on Gemini. It's actually on Gemini. So like, I could buy it if I wanted to. It's just so It's just so accessible, man. Very small market cap, 90,000 holders, like a lot of upside potential. So you might get it. You might get it with Samo. Samo might do, I mean, even back up to its all-time highs, 200x, dude. And what is that? A 200x is going to put the market cap around what? 10 is 30, 600 million. Has Samo ever been a 600 million market cap? Yeah, it's been a 466 million market cap. So, basically. So yeah, basically. I got 2 trillion Clyde. It has 11 zeros, but only 200. Yeah, but that's like completely gamble. You're like gambling. You're hoping that like that's the next Shiba Inu, because that $200 will be like $1 million. Let's see. The chat is kind of split. We got 21 votes. 52% say that 91.3 is going to hold and we're going to the moon. 48% says we're bearish AF. 83.6K is next. Damn. We got a 50-50 split almost. So more leaning to bullish though, which is perfect for me because that gives me hope with my coin going up. So what's OXT doing? Yeah, OXT is also cooked. But this is another one of those coins that's going to pull a Samo and you're just going to be up like 150%. Good night, Meow. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, Flipcoins, and thank you for coming by. I really hope like if we can see this tomorrow, because like just because you're overbought doesn't necessarily mean that you do have to get a correction. So Flipcoins, for the best case scenario is like you end up staying over here and you do like something like this and you just keep making higher highs and you have like some sort of big parabolic move. That would be sick. I hope I get that on Elon, but like there's like it has a lot of upside. You have a lot of resistance to break, but then again you're looking at a 200x. That would be absolutely epic, man. A 200x, dude. Because even if you put you don't say how many how much you have obviously, but even if you have like $1,000, what's 200x on $1,000? It's like $200,000, right? Off of $1,000, man. Imagine. And keep in mind that Samo, I don't know if you guys know the history of Samo, but Samo is like the first Solana meme coin, and I just don't know how it didn't have a run, because Solana had a massive run, right? I guess you could argue that so did Samo. If you bought Samo at the lows, it did a 8x, but we're not in it for the 8x. Good night, Meow. Thanks. Yeah, I'm about to head out, so thank you so much for coming by. And I'll see you hopefully in tomorrow's live stream. I hope I see everybody in tomorrow's live stream. Hey, bro, can you look at Kilo? It's backed by Binance Labs. I don't care. But it's under 2 million market cap. Really curious what you think. So it's a gamble because it's under 2 million market cap. Very small. Kilo. I'm assuming it's this. Yeah, 1.8 million. I don't like the charts. The fully diluted is 8.7 million. So there is no token unlock schedule. So just be careful with it. And yeah, just be careful with it because they can release coins. I do like the fact that the total value locked is around 3 times more than the market cap. So obviously it's kind of like undervalued as a coin. So I do like that aspect, but I mean this thing is very bearish. On the macro time frame, I would say bearish under bearish under 1 cent 60, bullish over 2 cents. On the shorter time frame, it's 1 cent 40 to 2 cents. So you got long ways to go. back up to its all-time high is around a 617x, and yeah, that does actually coincide with their released market cap. So I don't think they've released any coins into circulation just yet because it doesn't look like they have. But just keep in mind when they do, be careful because that is inflationary. So a lot of upside potential on this coin though. I do like the fact that it does have higher total locked value to market cap ratio. I personally like coins like that. Bartizan, welcome. Still live. No, we're about to end the live stream. It has good backers. I feel like it could have a bull run to get to 20 million market cap just from its backers. Probably. Anyways, I think we're going to call it here. So thank you so much for coming by. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. We will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for all of your support. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. And hopefully I will see everybody in tomorrow's live stream.